Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's JR, but you knew that already. I hope you're having a good day or night, wherever you are on earth or home or at work or at school, wherever you are. I hope you're having a good time. And I'm going to get right to the point on this one. I'm not sure if too many of you watch a little bit of HBO, probably for much boxing and stuff like that. But last night when I came in from Harlem, I was reminded and remembered that the Joe Buck show was premiering. It premiered with the whole Brett Favre thing, and Brett Favre sat on the couch and he said a bad word on TV, and he said, yeah, maybe he'll come back, and he doesn't care, and Chad Ochocinco was there. Well, basically, I came home and I watched the Joe Buck show. And if you don't know who Joe Buck is, this was his first time. He has a new show on HBO. Talk show. You may have watched him. You may have seen him on Fox Sports talking about the World Series. You may have seen him. He's maybe one of the lead announcers for the NFL on Fox. He's doing his thing, and he has a show now on HBO. Now, I came in and I watched it. Fine. Okay, first show, you know, work kinks out. You never know what's going on. Now, comedians came on at the end of the show, and I said, you know what? There's about 15, 20 minutes left. After I saw Brett Favre, after I saw Michael Irvin, after I saw Chad Ochocinco Johnson, after I saw those guys, I said, who are these guys and why am I going to watch them? Oh, yeah, there's that Artie Lange guy from Howard Stern. Yeah, whatever. There's better stuff on TV to watch. I think I watched The Dark Knight for the 30th time. I don't remember. I think I actually went and cooked dinner. But anyway, I wake up this morning and all I hear is a firestorm about Artie Lange. He basically hijacked Joe Buck's show. And I had to go investigate, and I actually went and saw some scenes, and it was interesting to watch. It was actually hard to sit down and watch that. Now, truth and behold, here's a little unknown information about JR. I work in TV production, and I also work in online production. Now, it was quite uncomfortable sitting there and watching it this morning on the internet. Let's go through some things that Artie Lange said. And me, I'm not going to say some of the words. I'm going to leave some of them out. I'm going to leave it to you. Here, go find it on YouTube somewhere. Go find it. Basically, he called Buck, he called him a homosexual. He said he likes, what is the website? He said he goes on the internet searching for cocks, and he's doing all type of, I don't know, there was jizz jokes. And here's the thing. Buck was hijacked. You can't turn the man's mic off because now you have a much bigger scene. You think he's going to sit there and say, oh, my mic is off? You think he's just going to sit there and twirl his sticks? He pulled out a cigarette. Joe Buck told him to take his feet off the table. They went back and forth. And Buck said, hey, you have 4 chins. And you know what? They went back and forth. Even Joe Buck on the online version, he even threw in some things that I never thought I'd hear the man say before. Now, here's my question. I hope you saw it. I'm sure you did. What do you think about this whole situation about Artie Lange coming on the show and messing things up? If you know Artie Lange, you know him from Mad TV and Howard Stern and Bob Saget and Norm Macdonald. You brought the guy on the show to probably bring a little bit of controversy. You know who he is. The guy has been suspended from the Howard Stern show. Come on, how do you do that? He's apologized to Howard on air. He's what is it? He's been on drugs. You know what you're getting. It wasn't no big surprise when he was booked, but it was probably a big surprise for everybody in that audience. Like, oh shoot, we are really sitting here watching this. This is real. This is not a game. Now, your man Artie Lange was on Howard Stern this morning, and this is what he had to say. And if you don't know who Ross Greenberg is, he's the president of HBO Sports. All that good stuff that you watch, he's the boss. He's one of the top bosses in sports television. And this is what he said that Ross Greenberg told him. He called him an MFer. And he said, you came up to me and you said if Paul and Jason, if they get boring, go nuts. Well, you sure as hell went nuts. And I think you really went a little bit overboard. And I think you may have screwed up the first show, even though the first shows generally suck anyway. But the bottom line is, it was quite disturbing to watch. I feel bad for Mr. Buck, even Artie Lange said this morning he was kind of friendly with him after the show. My question to you is, after you go and watch this, how do you feel about this? I'm sure you've seen it. Do you think Artie Lange went overboard? Or do you even care? To a point, I don't care. It's just like, wow, he really said that. Hit me up, JR. I will be back later in the day. I actually want to talk about the Denver Broncos. They're kind of crummy right now. I want to talk about the destruction of the Broncos. But hit me up about Artie Lange too. Save that for another video. Hit me up, JR, sportbrief@gmail.com. Talk to you guys. Peace out. Later.